What's it say about this ball club, the fact that so far this year you guys have been you've gotten behind, but you've come back, and tonight you did it twice?
You know, actually, if you look at the last 3 years, that's the same way we played the last 3 years. And a lot of these guys, you build that confidence that you're always in the game, whether regardless of the score, regardless of the inning. We came in and I heard Smokey. Smokey said, "Hey, we can score 4 in a heartbeat. Let's go." And I kind of smiled to myself as I ran out to third base because I thought that's very true. We could, and we did. I mean, we went out and we didn't quite get 4, but we got to 3. And one thing you'll see, and it's been that way for several years, and they've carried on into Cincinnati. I mean, it's gone that way there too.
What was the thinking as far as getting Mez into the game?
Well, I pinch ran for Corky. Corky's run was a big run, and actually that run scored on a wild pitch. Well, if Corky's at third, he didn't score. So I waited till he got in scoring position. I didn't do it when he was on first. But once he got in scoring position, then I felt like, okay, I need to get a faster runner in there, and I almost just put Mez in. But I decided to go ahead and go with Negron because it was a big run.
Mesoraco, again, showing that he's got really good power.
He's got really good power. I got to say, I walked out there in that last inning, I looked at the flags, and they were straight down. And they hadn't been straight down all day, and I thought, all right, well, at least we got a chance now in left field, because we hit a couple balls earlier in the game to left field that would have been out of the ballpark up till today.
Do you read much into the 5-1 start as far as it's been the best, I think, since 2002, but obviously all these games are at home. So.
No, but you know what? You still, 5-1's better than 1-5. But we've got 130 whatever games left. There's a lot of games, but I like the way we've struggled the last few years coming out of camp, and this year we came out of camp a little bit, I think a little bit more on top of our game because we got together a little sooner.
What about Jeremy's role with this club? What do you kind of see him kind of fitting
Hermida?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a veteran guy. He's a young veteran guy that knows how to play the game the right way. He knows only one way to play the game. He told me that the very first day when he came down. He was disappointed he didn't make the club. He had a great spring training. He goes, "I only know how to play the game one way, so you don't ever have to worry about me," and he's proven that. In fact, the one day I gave him a day off, he kind of said, "Hey, I'm fine. I'm not." I said, "No, I know, but it's not like in the big leagues. They get a ton of days off up there. I mean, they travel, first class, and they don't have. We're playing 21 days in a row and riding buses, and it's a different game down here than up there. Those guys have luxury to travel in."
What do you think about Carroll's performance after that tough first inning?
He got off to a tough first. He just didn't. His stuff wasn't there. He wasn't ready to pitch. He went out there, I think, just to, okay, let's get this game going, and they jumped all over him, and he wasn't ready. But he settled down and pitched very, very well, and that shows me a lot that he can make that adjustment and get his game together.
And just talk a little bit about Cochran's first time out.
I thought, again, he made some mistakes. They made some adjustments. I was real pleased with the adjustment he and Mez made in the game. His slider wasn't breaking real good, so they kind of got away from it a little bit and still used it, and he wound up throwing some good breaking balls later in the game. But he too didn't have as good stuff early in the game, but settled in well.
How tough is it to play this, the doubleheader, and then go into extra innings, and on top of that, what's it say about these guys to not quit knowing they've been at the park all day?
Well, we actually, that's just things that happen. As long as you're going to be out there, you might as well win the ball game. And that's one thing they look at. One thing we've had here for the last 3 or 4 years is these guys believe we're going to win every game. If we're close, they believe we're going to win the game, and they just go out and keep battling, and if you give them an opening, they're going to jump it. They're ready to jump all the time, and I think that's an attitude that we've developed here, and it's really taken over for us.